Hey everyone! So I'm back again. I wanted to show you guys some of the books that I have out from the library. Just fix that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to show you guys in this, because I have like 10 books out right now, and my goal for this year in 2017 is to read 20 books. So yay, which I think I'll be able to do because I read like 22 last year and my goal then was only 10. So, currently reading this book. I think I showed it before. The Ritual by Adam Neville. Yeah. It's about it's like the classic kind of like sci-fi horror movie sort of thing, and you'll understand once I read the back to you. When four old university friends set off into the Scandinavian wilderness of the Arctic Circle, they aim to briefly escape the problems of their lives and reconnect with one another. But when Luke, the only man still single and living a precarious existence, finds he has little left in common with his well-heeled friends, tensions rise. With limited experience between them, a shortcut meant to ease their hike turns into a nightmare scenario that could cost them their lives. Lost, hungry, and surrounded by forests untouched for millennia, Luke figures things couldn't possibly get any worse. But then they stumble across a derelict building. Ancient artifacts decorate the walls, and there are bones scattered upon the dry floors, the residue of old rites and pagan sacrifice for something that still exists in the forest, something responsible for the bestial presence that follows their every step. As the four friends stagger in the direction of salvation, they learn that death doesn't come as easy among these ancient trees. Spooky. So I'm currently reading it. I'm like this far into it, which I haven't actually been reading that much lately in the last 2 weeks or so, from like finals, and then like I kind of like took a week off in a sense. But I've been getting pretty bored lately, so I'm probably gonna jump into this maybe later tonight if I'm lucky. So that's exciting. Then I have so many books. I have so many books. Okay, I'll show this one. This is called Get Well Soon by Julie Halpern, is it? Yeah, I can't really read backwards, so. And then the back of it, yeah, I'll read the back of it. It says, I'm sitting at a desk in the middle of a hallway and all the lights are off. No one will tell me what they're going to do with me, or how they're going to help me, or how long I have to be here. They just plugged me down in this freaky place, told my parents not to worry, and now I'm stuck. It's about Anna Bloom is depressed. So depressed that her parents have committed her to a mental hospital with a bunch of other messed up teens. Here she meets a roommate with a secret and a plastic baby, a doctor who focuses way too much on her weight, and a cute shy boy who just might like her. But wait, being trapped in a loony bin isn't supposed to be about making friends, losing weight, and having a crush, is it? In her fiction debut, Julie Halpern finds humor in the unlikeliest of places, and presents a character whose voice and heart will resonate with all of us who have ever felt just a little bit crazy. So that's that. It's a pretty short book. There's also a second part to this book, like a sequel. So I'll probably read that as well when I go back to the library in Quincy. So there's that one. There's this one, The Shadow Killer by Matthew Scott Hansen. It's about this long, and let's see. It's a different kind of like. I saw the title of it and I was interested, and I saw like the cover of it and I was interested, and then I started reading a little bit of what the inside page, what it's about, kind of thing. And then I was like, no, I'm not interested. So, but then I kind of kept thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know, it'd be something different, so maybe I'll read it. So I gotta actually read it now. So every hair on Ty's body, the skin on his neck and arms, everything was clenched in a primeval fear stimulus response. In the thick of the woods, not 10 yards away, stood a creature, man-like, ape-like, some sort of hairy humanoid, like a gorilla standing upright on long legs. Motionless, it stared at Ty, and Ty froze dead in his tracks. Jesus Christ, this is Bigfoot. So, that's also why. Bigfoot is angry. When careless campers unleash a raging forest fire, they inadvertently set in motion a blood-drenched spree of revenge. Motivated by the emulation of his family, a nearly 11-foot-tall, preternaturally strong super primate begins stalking the mountains northeast of Seattle, hunting the small two legs he blames and leaving an eerie trail of missing people, but little else. As people have been vanishing from the nearby forest, former software magnate Ty Greenwood risked everything to find out why. Tormented by his encounter with a Bigfoot 3 years earlier, Ty's past now collides with what he suspects is happening. But this time he doesn't realize that the stakes are far higher. In his search for two missing lawyers, Snoqualmie County Sheriff's Detective Max Schneider discovers a spectacularly large footprint. Is it another hoax, or is there really something to fear in the woods? Despite mounting evidence, Mac fears ridicule and is reluctant to reveal that the myth might in fact be a terrifying reality. Complicating everything for him is Chris Walker, a gorgeous but ruthless television reporter bent on getting the story at any cost. Joining the quest is an old Native American actor with a troubling secret. Ben Campbell has a mystical connection to the beast, and while Ben's link with this fearsome and intelligent being haunts his dreams and could spell his doom, it may also prove to be the only key to stopping this ferocious, inhuman killing machine. Can they end his deadly rampage before he destroys everything they hold dear? I actually didn't totally read the full summary thing of it, so kind of interesting a little bit, but also kind of not, but I'll probably read it anyway to find out what happens and how good or not good it is. So there's that one. That one's from my local library, and it's been like New Year's lately and stuff, so like nothing's open, which is like ugh. But I have some books that I actually want to finish because I had started a little bit before but never actually got to finish reading, so I really want to do that. Other book. Fun. This is called The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name or not. This is by Michelle Hodkin. Cools. It is... I've read the summary for this enough times that I really, really want to read it. I wanted to do it as a book for like an extra credit paper kind of thing, but I didn't have time to read it and like get it done and stuff. So unfortunately, I don't get to do that, but I will be making a book review out of it, so that's good anyway. Mara Dyer doesn't think life can get any stranger than waking up in a hospital with no memory of how she got there. It can. She believes there must be more to the accident she can't remember that killed her friends and left her mysteriously unharmed. There is. She doesn't believe that after everything she's been through, she can fall in love. She's wrong. So it's something about a girl who is in some sort of accident and her friends die and stuff, and she has PTSD about it, and then probably falls in love, and like how she remembers what happened and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Saw this. This is called The House of Small Shadows by Adam Neville as well. I saw the Ritual one by him and was interested enough to reach out for it, and then I saw this kind of cool cover kind of thing, and I was like, that seems pretty cool. So Catherine's last job ended badly. Corporate bullying at a top TV company saw her fired and forced to leave London, but she was determined to get her life back. A new job and a few therapists later, things look much brighter, especially when a challenging new project presents itself: to catalog the late M.H. Mason's wildly eccentric cache of antique dolls and puppets. Rarest of all, she'll get to examine his elaborate displays of posed, costumed, and preserved animals depicting bloody scenes from the Great War. Catherine can't believe her luck when Mason's elderly niece invites her to stay at Red House itself, where she maintains the collection until his niece exposes her to the dark message behind her uncle's art. Catherine tries to concentrate on the job, but Mason's damaged visions begin to raise dark shadows from her own past, shadows she'd hoped therapy had finally erased. Soon the barriers between reality, sanity, and memory start to merge, and some truths seem too terrible to be real. So, that's cool. I really like supernatural, paranormal kind of books, and psychological thrillers, and horror kind of stuff, and young adult books, end of the world apocalyptic kind of stuff like that, life lessons. I like that kind of stuff a lot. This is called Fog Heart. Got a creepy hand coming out. And this is by Thomas Tessier. So, she saw her father sitting on the haysock on the far side of the room. He was naked. He was there for the longest moment. She tried to speak, but the sound barely reached her lips. His hands moved in tight gestures as if he were trying to explain something. She thought she saw sadness or sorrow in his expression before he was gone. Oliver is a hard-nosed businessman. The supernatural cuts no ice with him. But when his wife Carrie starts seeing the ghost of her long-dead father, he reluctantly agrees to take her to see a medium in Connecticut. Charlie doesn't believe in psychic mumbo-jumbo either, until his wife Jan gets messages from their dead daughter, and a friend who couldn't possibly know him passes along an enigmatic message about their child from the same medium. The two couples, both skeptical but desperate, are drawn together by the medium Una, a beautiful, fragile young woman who knows things that no other living person should know. But Una is the greatest mystery of all. Is her gift real, or is it the sign of consuming destructive madness? Can she somehow lead them to important truths beyond life, or will they all be trapped in a tightening web of terror and death? Ranging from New York to London, from the west of Ireland to Bombay, this is an astonishing tale of psychological and supernatural suspense. Blah. So yeah. So that's that. I got a dog calendar for 2017, and it's so cute, so adorable. Then I have James Herbert's Ash. I'm attracted to good covers that are interesting and titles. So I'm sure any other person probably is. Set high on a craggy cliff top on the wind-battered western coast of Scotland is a remote, secluded, ancient castle. A castle that holds secrets that would shake the world if they were ever revealed. David Ash, ghost hunter and parapsychologist, is sent there to investigate a series of bizarre hauntings that have grown gradually more menacing and horrific. Unaccountable noises, inexplicable putrid smells, the dimming of lights, deathly chills, and objects mysteriously flying across rooms. When a resident is found in his room, dead, pinned to the wall with only his viscous blood holding him in place, the investigator is all too aware that a powerful and dark force lurks within the castle's ancient walls. An incorporeal power ignited by a long-ago curse and fed by the evil of those who inhabit the sanctuary called Comrage Castle? There are others, miscreants with black souls who roam the corridors and passageways, infamous people thought long deceased by the outside world, yet their hour of retribution is at hand. So it's going to have you guessing what is fact and what is fiction. Creepy. So that's this one. I probably didn't show House of Small Things is that long. Fogheart is this long. And Unbecoming of Meyer Dyer is that long. Just so you see how long they are and how I should start reading them very soon. This one, I had only actually read this part of the summary of it, and then I realized there's all this part 2, and then I was like, oh, silly. So this is called Run to Me by Diane Hester. Sorry, it looked like an M on the thing. So it's been 2 years since Shyler O'Neill's beloved son Jesse was killed, but his final moments are as vivid to her now as they were that dreadful day. Suffering from post-traumatic stress and convinced she did not do enough to protect him, she retreats to an isolated cabin in the woods of northern Maine. Meanwhile, Zach Ballinger, a 10-year-old boy who has never known a mother's love, finds himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's seen too much and is now running for his life. Fleeing into the woods, Zach soon finds himself at Shyler's cabin. He'll take whatever help she can give, even though for some reason she keeps calling him Jesse. With the pursuers hot on their heels, mother and son go on the run. Protecting Zach may well be Shyler's one last chance at redemption. Either that, or she is the child's greatest threat. Dun dun dun. So, that's that book. That long. I also have this one. It's winding down, don't worry. This is called The Girl at Midnight, by Melissa Gray. Cool. And it says, beneath the streets of New York City live the Avison? An ancient race of people with feathers for hair and magic running through their veins. Age-old enchantments keep them hidden from humans, all but one. Echo is a runaway pickpocket who survives by selling stolen treasures on the black market, and the Avison are the only family she's ever known. Echo is clever and daring, and at times she can be brash, but above all else, she's fiercely loyal. So when a centuries-old war crests on the borders of her home, she decides it's time to act. Legend has it that there is a way to end the conflict once and for all. Find the Firebird, a mythical entity believed to possess power, the likes of which the world has never seen. It will be no easy task, though if life as a thief has taught Echo anything, it's how to hunt down what she wants and how to take it. But some jobs aren't as straightforward as they seem, and this one might just set the world on fire. Oh, snap. So I thought that was an interesting title and like book cover and magic stuff, and I'm hoping that I can kind of read it and learn more about like magic and other sort of people's minds and such, so that I can apply it further to my fan fiction stuff that I'm writing for Avengers that are mainly Loki centered. So doing the research. And this one, the last one, is, I don't know who it's by exactly because it cuts out the name. By Miranda, I think. I can probably see it on the inside, but it's called Fracture. It's this long. Let's see if I can find the author. Megan Miranda. So, by the time Delaney Maxwell was pulled from a Maine lake's icy waters by her best friend Decker Phillips, her heart had stopped beating. Her brain had stopped working. She was dead. But somehow Delaney survived, despite the brain scans that show irreparable damage. Everyone wants Delaney to be fine, but she knows she's far from normal. Pulled by strange sensations that she can't control or explain, Delaney now finds herself drawn to the dying, and when she meets Troy Varga, a boy who recently emerged from a coma with the same abilities, she is relieved to share this strange new existence. Unsure if her altered brain is predicting death or causing it, Delaney must figure out if their gift is a miracle, a freak of nature, or something else much more frightening. Interesting. So that's Fracture. I thought that sounded pretty cool. So those are the books from libraries that I have, and I have a shit ton of other books over there. Sorry if you get sick, but like, those are books, and I have some books on my desk. Actually, I should have gotten a book today. So I have tons of books that I have to read that I actually own, and there's a couple other books down below. So many books. I love books. Books are a weakness for me. Let me put this stuff away, and then I'll show you a couple other, well, yeah, no, I'll show you a couple other things that I have. It's totally not in the order that it once was. And then, oh, there's that. I have like old food in a bag, and like no wonder my room probably smells bad. So I got this cool washi tape the other day. Kaiser Craft. Sorry. It's like a steampunk kind of thing. You can see that. Maybe I'll move it into better lighting. So pretty. There's a bunch of like clocks and like clocks. I love time and clocks and pocket watches and stuff like that. And then I got the scrapbook page. And it's so pretty. It's a bit rolled up now, but it looks like that. I mean, how gorgeous is that? It's just a bunch of like musical notes and stuff, and then a tuxedo person over there, which is so adorable. I just love it. I feel like it might be like, I might make it some sort of like lesbian kind of themed thing, because that's what this says to me. Lesbian themed. So those are two things that I have recently got. And this is turning so long, so I might as well just show something else. Oh, I made another self-care card yesterday. So, okay. Speaking of other books that I have, I got this book off of Amazon. It says All the Things We Never Knew by Sheila Hamilton. And this part says Chasing the Chaos of Mental Illness. And it's about, okay, cool. Even as a reporter, Sheila Hamilton missed the signs as her husband David's mental illness unfolded before her. By the time she had pieced together the puzzle, it was too late. Her once brilliant and passionate partner was dead within 6 weeks of a diagnosis of bipolar disorder, leaving his 9-year-old daughter and wife without so much as a note to explain his actions, a plan to help them recover from their profound grief, or a solution for the hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt that they would inherit from him. All the Things We Never Knew takes readers on a breathtaking journey from David and Sheila's early romance through the last 3 months of their life together and into the year after his death. It details their unsettling spiral from ordinary life into the world of mental illness, examines the fragile line between reality and madness, and reveals the true power of love and forgiveness. So I thought that would be a very interesting read, because it deals with mental health. So, yeah. And then I ordered another book that should have come in today, actually. I don't know, maybe it did. I haven't gone outside. But I ordered another book that's called Dear Human, and it's by someone who I gave a presentation at, an inner voice presentation at a family-to-family recovery class meeting sort of thing, where family members get to learn about, like, take a class oriented for families to learning about, like, how to deal with their loved ones or friends who deal with mental health issues. And someone there had, like, a daughter, I think it was, who wrote this book, Dear Human. So I'm going to, I'll show it when I have it, and I'll read it and review it, so that'll be cool. And then I also have this thing. It's a workbook that I recently got off of Amazon as well, and it's really pretty cool so far. It's called Better Days by Craig Lewis. It's a mental health recovery workbook. It's pretty short, but it's pretty cool. It has, like, different like little, like, blurbs to read, and you can take notes on it. And then it has a workbook thing that you write down your own thoughts about stuff, about the whatever topic it is that day. So it looks pretty cool, pretty simple, and yeah, might be something that I wind up doing is if I make a recovery home styled book or something like that, or, like, good thing to, like, brainstorm what I might want to do one day myself. So yeah, and I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's all. I'll probably do a couple other videos later this week as well. Yeah. Yeah, this is long enough. I'm probably not going to edit it or anything. So it's just me reading out books that I'm going to be reading, and we will see how it goes, and if I do book review videos on them. So yeah, thanks for watching and for hanging out with me and stopping by. Yeah. Okay, bye.